Louisiana Beer Reviews presents Mother Lager Limited Run, an evolved Euro-style lager. Now they got it in a tulip glass back here, but I think I'll put it in this Pilsner glass. Magic Hat Brewing Company, one of the older craft beer companies out there from New England. Now they've got a star with a crescent moon in the sky and all these red hands giving thumbs up. It says exported from the People's Republic of Vermont. Okay, I'll go along with that. There's a date code, but it makes no sense to me, and I'm not even going to try to figure that out. That's not even a regular Julian code. So the glass bottle's kind of weird. It's got little bubbles in the glass. It's kind of strange. Burlington, Vermont. Okay. Pilsner malt and nugget and Harlotol hops. Water and yeast, of course. 5% alcohol, just like Budweiser or Coors Banquet. 30 IBUs, much higher than those two. So maybe more like an IPL. Introduced around 2003 and brought in and out of production. So they just produce it occasionally. Gets an okay score on Beer Advocate, like 78 C+. The bros say, no, it's marginally good, in 80. Rate Beer says, frankly, it's terribly bad, a 7. They give it a 7. But in the style, they give it a 77. So in the style, they say it's like the higher part of average. So, okay. Magic Hat. Not a twist cap. Didn't think it was, so that's why I bought this Abita Brewing Company cap remover. Nice hiss. There are a few video reviews for this beer, not many, 4 or 5. I bought this at Rouse's supermarket in Ponchatoula, Louisiana, right there on US Highway 51 business route southbound, co-joined with Louisiana Highway 22 at that point. Anyway, enough of the directions. You can look it up on Google Maps if you need it to find place. Used to be a Winn-Dixie. Okay, pretty thick white head. The sun is coming right above that roof peak now, here at 7:45 a.m. Little hazy, bubbly, quite a lot of sediment roiling about. I can see it. Very fine sediment. Some fairly fierce ascending bubbles. And some bigger sediment, some kind of tan chunks. Not real big, but pretty big. Much more than you'd see in a Budweiser or a Coors Banquet, okay? So I'll have to post this in NEBR, New England Beer Reviews, on Facebook, Jeff Lyons' page. Jeff Lyons' page, apostrophe S. It's a very Pilsner malt cracker, sweet bread cracker. It's more in line with your Pilsner Urquell, Staropramen type thing. Maybe even Golden Pheasant from Pressburg of Bratislava, in Slovakia. All right, smells good, looks pretty nice. Let's go with the taste. Grassy hop bitterness, sweet, bready malt. Now, I don't know what they mean by an evolved Euro Pilsner, because it tastes just like the ones I tried a long time ago, so I don't know what it evolved to. It just tastes like those. Tastes a little like Grolsch. More like the Pilsner Urquell, so I don't get that part of it. I mean, yeah, it's funny, they're making fun of all that socialist, left-wing socialism stuff, and that's cute. Some people would be angry that they're making fun of it. Your dedicated cadres would be in an uproar, but interestingly, they're not praising it, which you get from a lot of the beer companies. A little bit of glass lacing. Medium mouthfeel, a little bit grainy in the mouthfeel, but not too gritty or grainy. Like I found at the Oscar Blues, Mother's Little Yellow Pills, and the what's that one from Pennsylvania? Their style like this. Their what was the name of it? I can't think of the name of it. It had the same thing, but that Oscar Blues had that like aspirin taste. To me, it was inferior to this, quite inferior. The Prima Pills. Prima Pills. Nah, they were okay, but they were inferior to this by a long shot. So this can rival your Euro lagers. It's made right in the correct manner, I believe. And this business about a 7 out of 100. This is, I think, a situation where you'll notice some people have an axe to grind with Magic Hat. I don't know why, but they got an axe to grind with them. You get that with certain beer companies, and I don't care what they make. That's why the blind taste test might be necessary. They do that in these beer competitions, because they'll see Shipyard, oh, they're going to hate it. I don't care if they're just going to hate it. Magic Hat, they're going to hate it. And so on and so on. There's just some companies that they got, like I say, an attitude about. I have no horse in the race, so I just grade each beer as I taste it. I have no dedicated attachment to any of these companies, which is a good thing because I can just be free and independent and not have to worry about it. So, crisp finish, mostly dry finish, crisp. 5%, that's a perfect ABV for me. I see nothing wrong with this beer. Don't know why I would get low scores. I would say it's a B+, a very good beer, and you could even make the argument into the excellent range. So I'm going to say definitely a B+, a very good item. Quite enjoyable. Don't know what their normal price is. It was like $1.46, $1.42 I think for the single, but Rouse's will charge more for singles. Paying for the convenience. So Laissez-les Bon Ton Relais. Really nice item, and I'm going to end this review by saying y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.